This is just going to be a short video, but I just wanted to show you that I finally got my SCOBY disc. I bought this last week on Amazon. I'm going to give you the link in the descriptions of what it was. Hopefully I show the image of the SCOBY disc. If anybody wants to know what a SCOBY disc is, this is the live culture that you use to create kombucha. You're supposed to put this live culture on top of your tea, and then you set it aside for 7 to 14 days, and that in itself will create the fermentation process, which will ultimately create kombucha, which will be enriched with probiotics. I can't memorize everything. I know SCOBY is an acronym, it stands for something, so I'm just going to give my handy dandy iPad and read what SCOBY stands for. So it says here, a SCOBY, which stands for symbiotic culture of bacteria and yeast, is an ingredient used in the fermentation and production of kombucha. Fermentation is a chemical process in which carbohydrates like sugar or starch turn into alcohol or acid. The appearance of SCOBY can vary, but is typically dense, round, rubbery, and opaque with a mild vinegar-like smell. Look out for mold or a strong cheese-like odor, which may indicate that the SCOBY is decaying and needs to be discarded. The dish structure of the SCOBY is comprised mostly of an insoluble fiber known as cellulose. It also hosts a variety of yeast and bacteria species that aid in the fermentation process. So it says here, kombucha is produced by adding a SCOBY into sweetened black or green tea, then letting it ferment for 1 to 4 weeks. Another thing I want to talk about with the SCOBY is they actually have instructions of how to create the kombucha. So I'm going to read exactly what it says here. So it says here, bring 2 cups of water to a boil, remove from heat, steep 6 black tea bags for 5 to 10 minutes, sub 3 green tea for a milder brew, add 1 cup of cane sugar, stirring to dissolve, add sweetened tea mixture to the gallon jar, fill jar up with filtered water, leaving 3 inches of space at the top. Temperature should be somewhere between 70 degrees before moving on to the next step. Gently stir in the entire contents of the kombucha starter pouch. Test the pH to ensure it is below 4.5. I don't know how to test the pH. If it's not, add 1 tablespoon of distilled white vinegar and test again. Secure a coffee filter over the opening using a rubber band. Set aside to ferment for 7 to 14 days. Day 7, begin tasting. It should be slightly tart. If it tastes too sweet, let it ferment longer. When ready to bottle, reserve 1 to 2 cups of finished kombucha with your SCOBY, and that is the starter for your next batch. So, again, I bought this off of Amazon. I'm going to link it in the description if you want to buy it. This costs like $6.90, I believe. I'm also thinking about buying kefir grains because I started to realize with kefir, you can make it in 1 to 2 days, but with kombucha, it at least takes a week or 2 weeks to get the kombucha proper. So I'm thinking about going to Whole Foods or something, or going to like a health market and trying to see if there's any kefir grains that they have. But I just wanted to make this short video. I got this SCOBY disc, and all I need now is my 2 glass jars, and I'm going to make this thing. See you guys later.